Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Go to 888-283-7272. If you want to give us a call, go to drasashow.com, and we'll do everything we can to help you go there and get to the next level in your health and with your life. And don't forget, today I'm giving you a free gift. Go to my website or go to myfreehealthbook.com. I'm giving you my best-selling book, hardback copy, absolutely for free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com, and we will hook you up with that. If you haven't joined me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of them, everything's at Dr. Asa. So come find me there. Let's connect. Let's talk. And the Health Club, which we've got going on, it's our community. You can join that. It's private. I get in there and teach. Our providers get in there and teach. We've got all kinds of deals for supplements. We have our own supplement company, of course, and products and all that. And by the way, let me just talk about that for a minute. If you haven't been supporting us, look, first of all, this is what I say to all my listeners. So many people email us, call us, and are watching our show, podcast, everything from everywhere. And I'm thinking, and the funny thing, I always have my staff, when people call in, ask, and I say, what vitamins are you using? And it's like, why would you be connected with us? Support us. Like, we've got one of the best whole food multivitamins. I know you're taking a multivitamin, and if you're not taking a multivitamin, if you're taking some tablet that's not even dissolving in your body because it's $9.95 at Walmart, no shade to Walmart, I'm just saying, the quality is not that great. We've got some of the best quality nutritional products on the planet. So make sure to go to our website. If you do anything else, just get your multivitamin from us. Support the show that way, because we're growing and expanding in a lot of different areas to take this message to people that normally could never hear it, that are not sponsored and doesn't have advertising and all of that. We're going into places, all the nooks and crannies. I want to see everybody get healthy. So make sure to go to the website, support us today, get your multivitamin from us. At least do that for you and your family and get on board, because a whole food multivitamin is better than any synthetic. Remember, you are what you eat and you are what you put inside of your body. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Let's get on the phones and go with Hazel. Hi, Hazel.
I'm dealing with a tremendous amount of pain with scar tissue. The doctor had taken on my back. I'm sorry. The doctor had taken out something that he thought was cancerous, and it was not. And the stitching up didn't hold 2 times. And, just dealing with a lot of pain with scar tissue.
Bless your heart. I get it. And it's painful. The scar tissue in certain areas can be really, really painful. I would look into a couple things. One is I would look into getting with a massage therapist that has experience in scar tissue. There is a procedure that can be done called rolfing, and it's painful, I'm going to tell you, but it is deep tissue work. It's called deep tissue, where they get in and they break up scar tissue in multiple areas. And then also I would look into laser therapy. So if it's in a way that you can't take the pain, or it's in a spot that's just not, it's too hard to get to for whomever, you also want to look at laser therapy. Low-level red light and blue light laser therapy are very, very good. FDA approved for years now, and we know that it goes in and it breaks up the scar tissue. Also, what's called percussion is a new therapy. Now, these you can buy. You can only get them with doctors, but now you can go down to your sporting goods store, and they're these little guns. They're made by different companies make them. I forget some of the names, but Theragun, I think, is a big one. Matter of fact, a colleague of mine actually started that company and is doing very well. But it creates vibration, but what it does, athletes use it like crazy. It breaks up scar tissue, and you can do it at home. And it gives you all these training videos and all that kind of thing. So that's something you can do on your own to help break up the scar tissue. But yes, it's something you have to work at. And if no one teaches you this, because scar tissue actually can create a lot of issues health-wise in the body. So I would look into those areas and get someone to help you along the way, but keep us posted how that goes. So glad you're with us. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Go to drasashow.com or give us a call, 888-283-7272. So I get a lot of questions, and I'm going to talk about this for a minute. I get a lot of questions about stem cell therapy. And they want to know, what is stem cell therapy, and is it bad or is it good? Look, here's the thing. Stem cell therapy, I think, is on the cutting edge of medicine. And I really believe that with all my heart. We have several stem cell therapy clinics, and it's really specialized in the way of using your own body's stem cells and putting it into a joint, for example, which is usually primarily for somebody's got to get a hip replacement or a knee replacement or a shoulder or an ankle or whatever. A lot of these joints that have the connective tissue that's broken down over time, when you take stem cells and you inject them in there, this is what I love about stem cells. And again, you need to go to a reputable clinic, someone that really knows what they're doing and that has their ducks in a row, if you will. But stem cell therapy has come a long way. Like, it used to be kind of underground, and we don't know if it's valid or not. Now it's not. FDA's approved it. Everybody's on board. We've got all kinds of studies. We know it works, and it does. And I've seen people that were needed full knee replacements, full blown. They called it bone on bone. It's never really bone on bone. Okay, there's always some tissue in there, but they call it bone on bone. And actually, it raised it like it in 90 days. It regrew tissue, and these people could walk. Some of them could jog. They could run. I mean, it has done incredible things. People for their back, they're facing back surgery, like really bad back surgery. They put the stem cells into the spine. Guess what? It healed, regenerated all the tissue, and they were walking again. They were walking fast again, bending over, picking things up, picking up their grandkids. So stem cell therapy gives you a level of hope. It really does. And the great thing about it is, now sometimes it doesn't take. Let me just tell you. Sometimes it doesn't work well with somebody's chemistry in their own body. It just doesn't, what we call take, meaning that the body doesn't accept the cells and it doesn't use them. But it can't hurt you. So the one thing is, it's either going to help you a lot or do nothing. And so if you're facing a major, because hip surgery replacement, knee replacement, it's massive. Okay, it's not some little bitty procedure like let's go fill a cavity. No. This is one of those things where they're going to go cut off the femur head, drill in a metal femur head into your bone, and then stick it back in. I mean, it's a little bit more professional than that. But that's kind of the gist of it, to get in your head. Like, that's what's really going on, no matter how they sugarcoat it in the consult. Like, it's a big deal. Not fun. Usually successful and not fun at all. And everyone's different on their activity levels afterwards. So you just want to think about, okay, what can you do now to actually make a difference, and what can you do to your body to make a difference? That's why I like stem cell therapy. So check out, if you need help with that, we got all kinds of providers. We've got our own stem cell therapy clinics. Just get in touch with us. We can help you get in the right direction for that as well. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call. We can make you part of the show. Let's get on the phone with, let's go to Melody. Hi, Melody.
I take Pedestone through 60 milligrams, and I would like to know from you, what can I do to lose weight? They make you gain so much weight, and I've been eating nothing but salad, but the Pedestone make me so big.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, do you have any idea how I can lose this Pedestone weight from the Pedestone? Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Here, let me just tell you about that, okay? So the prednisone it does its job for inflammation, but it's terrible for what it's doing to your body. That's why you're eating.
If you're looking for increased strength, increased endurance, and better recovery, then look no further than an all-natural nutritional supplement called creatine hydrochloride. Concrete is the brand, and it's the most absorbable form of creatine hydrochloride found today. Now, creatine is not just for athletes. You probably heard that before, but Concrete creatine hydrochloride is for the everyday person looking to improve their health. Listen, I started taking creatine in college when I was a strength and conditioning coach at Florida State University, and I've taken it ever since my college years, and it's made a massive difference in my life. Everything in my body, I believe, is functioning better because of creatine. Creatine hydrochloride I've moved over to using Concrete, and it is the best form of creatine on the market. Concrete creatine hydrochloride is available at most Walmart stores and on Walmart.com or any store that carries nutritional supplements. Just make sure to look for Concrete brand creatine hydrochloride and watch your endurance, your strength, and your recovery and your immune system get boosted today.
To find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
You're fighting an uphill battle, big time. So what I would encourage you to do is to get get a free copy of my book first, myfreehealthbook.com. Get a free copy of that. Get with one of our providers so they can coach you and walk you through this, because at the end of the day, this needs work. This is not just go eat broccoli and you're going to be okay. You're eating salad and you're not okay. You have to, number one, in somebody's situation that's taking a lot of prednisone, regardless of the reason for it, getting the inflammation down in the body from the gut level is the starting point. And there's a whole lot more to do from there, but you have to start in the gut and get the gut healthy first, because that is typically the root cause of all of that. So glad you're with us. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show, 888-283-7272. Go to drasashow.com. We're here for you each and every day. Look, I believe you have a potential on the inside of you, and we want to see you break through and become the best version of you. Not be stuck, not be in a place where you're not thriving and you're not doing your best and you're not giving your best. We want to see you go to the next level and be the best version of you. You need to do that for your kids, your grandkids, your spouse, your parents. I mean, do you really want to get to the end of your life and know that you had so much more in you? I don't think so, because you have the ability to produce more, to be more, to do more. But we're lazy. And if you don't think you're lazy, I'm going to tell you right now, everyone on the planet is lazy. And every superachiever and every athlete fights that every single day. Some people have enough discipline to override it, and they have enough mental toughness and fortitude to override it. But here's the deal. You're going to have to face one of two things the older you get. You're going to have to either face discipline or you're going to face regret. And you have to decide which one of those you're going to face. And I made a decision, because I can be as lazy as anybody. And I'm like super overachiever. Something happened in my 30s that just turned into a high gear, because I was not this way in my 20s. I could tell you that. And I got into a place where I was just like, that's when I accomplished so much, like 10 times the amount I thought that I could. And it was because there was a shift that happened inside of me that I realized, okay, I can do more. I can be more. I can have more. And our health is really dependent on the purpose that we have. When somebody loses their purpose in life of why they are here, that's when their health begins to erode and deteriorate. That is why you have men, and I'm going to use men, this is not like a male-female thing. That is why men that have worked their whole life and they retire, they die very quickly. Because playing golf and sitting in your recliner and doing yard work is not the definition of your purpose in life. You don't retire from your purpose. If God gives you a purpose, and he's given every one of us a purpose, if God gives us a purpose, and he has you, and he has me, that's why I'm sitting right here. If God's given you a purpose, then he knows what he's called you to do. But the question is, do you know? Do you know that you're called to do whatever it is? And you're not called to do that till you're 65 and get the gold watch and the pension. If you chose that life, you chose the wrong way. Because God is calling you, and I believe you've been called to do your best, give your best, and use your gifts and talents all the way throughout your life until it's time to go home. And when it's time to come home, listen, the Bible says, and yeah, I'm going to say the Bible says, yep, because I believe in it. It's my favorite book. If you don't believe in it, it's cool. You do your thing. I'll do my thing. But I'm going to quote it as this. It says, work hard. I'm going to give it paraphrase. Work hard while you can, because there will be a day where no man and no woman can work, and their eyes will go dim. So just think about that. There'll be a day where you can't pick up the grandkids. There'll be a day, and do you want to be the person that's stuck in a wheelchair with tubes everywhere because you didn't make the right choices, you stopped moving, you stopped being active? I can tell you right now that mobility is actually your lifeline that you can have. So your mobility, the choices you're making to exercise now, you need to be going, if you're over the age of 40, 6 days a week, no questions asked. I go 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, and some days are 3 workouts a day. The older I've gotten, the further I go into this game, the harder I go. I'm not letting off the throttle. I'm laying into the throttle, because every single day you're fighting the aging process. And you have to step up and win. You have to put on your football helmet, and you have to stare your opponent in the eye and decide who is going to win. Because there will be a day where, it's over. And we all know that. but you can fight all the way to the end to have the highest quality life that you can. And I believe that that's the best way for any of us to go, and that's why we're here on the show. 888-283-7272. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Don't forget, I'm giving away my book for free, absolutely free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com, myfreehealthbook.com, and we'll just send it to you to be a blessing to you. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Go to drasashow.com, and we're there for you each and every day. Let's get on the phones and go with Barry. Hi, Barry.
I think I have either yeast or fungal issues, and I was wondering what to do about those.
Yeast and fungal issues. Let me tell you something, Barry. Like 99% of people have those issues. It's everywhere. Yeast we get out of the foods that we eat, processed foods that everybody's eating, and fungal issues come along with that. So yeast, fungal, even parasites, it's in our food supply, water supply. It just depends on where you are, what you're eating, if you're traveling. That's why there's always issues with people that travel in the different foods in the different areas of the country and water in different areas of the country. It just causes all these issues. So if you're having these kind of symptoms, the best place to start, in my experience, and all of our providers, we agree on this, the best place to start is what you eat. Because like my granny said, you are what you eat, right? So, I mean, it's one of those things where you have to start with what you eat every single day. That's what matters more than anything. You have to start with what you eat. So, here's the deal. Anti-inflammatory diet, which is in my book. It's equal amounts of lean protein sources like chicken, fish, beef, or eggs, low glycemic carbohydrates in the form of fruits and vegetables, and good healthy fats, almonds, walnuts, cashews, avocados. Putting the right kind of foods in your body consistently on a daily basis is how you win the game. No other way around it. It's how you win the game. So putting the right kind of foods in on a regular basis. The anti-inflammatory diet, if you have yeast issues, fungal issues, it's where it starts. Whatever you have in the gut is going to show without everywhere else in the body. Okay? That's what you got to remember. So whatever, your skin is always a reflection of what's going on the inside in your gut. So if you're having any kind of yeast-related issues, fungal-related issues, you start with what you eat, you clear your diet, you clean your diet up. I would get some lab work done to check and see if you have any nutritional deficiencies, because a lot of times that can be a root cause as well. And remember, if you're not checking your lab work on a regular basis, you're doing this blindly. And blind nutrition is not as good as strategic nutrition. So you have to be in a strategic manner to know what's going on with your body. Otherwise, you're just guessing. Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today. Did you know that you can listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at AsaRx.com/experience.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
And if you're doing that, that's not a good thing. So I want to encourage you, do those things. Check it out. Get my free book. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. If you are not supporting us, you should be supporting us. If you're buying your multivitamin somewhere else, buy your multivitamin from us. Like, at the end of the day, if you're sitting here listening all the time, podcast, TV show, radio show, and you're getting your multivitamin somewhere else, look, we've got some of the best vitamins on the absolute planet. I know, because I helped develop them. I'm board certified in nutrition, and I've been doing this game for almost 30 years. I can tell you that our products are the absolute best. You can go to drasashow.com, find out all the information there, and get your free copy of the book, myfreehealthbook.com. You can get it there. Look, we just want to see you thrive and see you make it. We don't want to see you stuck with where you are. We want to see you get to the next level with your health and with your life. And it all starts with the habits that you have every single day. Health is determined by habits, like nothing else. And if you change the habits of someone, you're going to change their health. If you transform the way somebody thinks, you're going to transform their entire life. And you want to get to a point where discipline does not faze you, because you're either going to deal with discipline now or regret later. You're either going to spend money now on getting your health in order, using a good whole food multivitamin, organic foods, or you're going to spend a lot of money later on medicine. That is the reality. So glad you're with us. This show is all about you. It's about your health, and it's about your life. I'm Dr. Asa, and this is the Dr. Asa Show. 888-283-7272. You can give us a call or go to drasashow.com. That's drasashow.com. We're going to be taking your calls like we always do. You can always feel free to give us a call, or you want to send us an email. We'll make it part of the show, whatever you like. I want to talk about the health triangle for just a minute, and it's a functional triangle that we look at, and there's certain things that you have to make sure you're balancing in the body to really make it whole. Now look, longevity has really become my passion. I want to see people live longer and live stronger, bar none, and it comes down to the choices that we make every single day. And as long as I've been in this game, what I'm learning now more than ever is our choices really do matter. Like, they matter way more than family history, because your choices determine your outcomes. And in epigenetics, which is the study of a division of genetics where we can change our own DNA. Like, the choices, the way we talk can change our DNA. The actions, the way you think, the foods you eat, the exercise that you do consistently can change the DNA. So you're in charge of that, nobody else. It's not what grandma and grandpa passed down to you. Like, don't believe the hype, right? Don't believe the hype. It's a sequel. That the reality is this, is that you are in charge of you. And nobody else can do this for you. 888-283-7272. Give us a call. Make it part of the show. So the health triangle, number one, is you got to control your blood sugar. That is number one. Controlling your blood sugar is number one in longevity. We know that for a fact. So using things like your lower carbohydrate in your diets, cutting out a lot of the processed carbohydrates, reducing insulin from being spiked so much. And what I mean by that is when you eat a donut or a bagel or something like that, the blood sugar goes up. And if you do that enough up and down all day long, that's what leads to diabetes, but it also ages you quite quickly. So getting blood sugar control, number one. Number two is eliminating all nutritional deficiencies. Have to do that. And by doing that, we do blood work, lab work that all of our providers do. We do a baseline to look at all your vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, fatty acids, cofactors, all of that. All of that has to be looked at to really get down to the nitty-gritty, to know what your baseline is and know what you don't have. So in medicine, we do what we call systems-based blood tests. So we're looking at cholesterol. We're looking at a blood count that's looking at the size of the blood cells and how many of the blood cells and platelets. And, you know, we're looking at things like the thyroid, and is it working? Is it not working? Is it too fast? Is it too slow? Okay, but when you're looking at all that in the systems, we need to know that in medicine for the systems. But you ever heard the term question behind a question? What's the question behind the question? The question behind the question is this: what caused those systems in the medical test to break down? Because if you're not looking at the nutritional deficiency, see, the body has been deficient in whatever to cause this thing. So whatever this thing is that the doctor says you need medicine for, like blood pressure or whatever, okay, we used to just say, oh, it's your family history. Oh, it's, in the family. That's such BS. It really is. It's just total, I guess the new term is misinformation, right? Let me just use that. It's really, when you get down to the point where you say, and you look at how the body works, if you were to look at your nutritional values over time and realize that something like B6 could be low and depleted, you not know it, and then it caused the system to break down. You take medicine for the system, and guess what? You're taking medicine for the system, but yet all you needed was maybe B6 over a period of time from certain foods, and it would have built everything up, and this system would repair itself. That's how the body works. And so you have to figure out nutritionally what you're deficient in so the body can work better. And with joints themselves, many people think that their joints break down because they're getting older or they played football. That's not true either. You just sit more than you ever have. And so when you sit more, guess what breaks down? You don't use it, you lose it. Like all these little phrases. Number 3 is hormone balance, okay? This is my triangle. Blood sugar control, nutrient deficiencies, and hormone balance. The way you balance your hormones is very, very simple. It's getting lab work done, seeing where the levels are, but then you can change the hormones. And I don't mean just injecting hormones in your body. Exercise and diet are two of the major forces in supporting a healthy hormone system. I'm so glad you're with us. 888-283-7272. Give us a call. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. Go to drasashow.com. I'm so glad to be with you. I always love being here, and I always treat you like family. Everybody. Doesn't matter if I end up talking to you somewhere on the street, in a restaurant, see people out a lot, and they will say hi or whatever. You're our family. So online, if you're in our Facebook community or any of our health club communities, we just want to welcome you and always know that you have a place here and anywhere. If you're catching our shows in podcast or whatever, however you're catching it, just know you've got a place here. We've got providers that can always help you. If you don't have a free copy of my book, make sure to get a copy of it. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. We'll send you a brand new copy, hardback copy. It's my best-selling book. It's got the anti-inflammatory diet in it and all kinds of health strategies that'll get you to the next level for your health and for your life. All right, let's get on the phones and go to Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hi. I have had reflux for like 40 years off and on, and it seems to come when I'm stressed or whatever. And I'm trying to, now at age 80, I'm a young 80. I exercise every day. I can swim. But I recently had a little medical attack, which lasted about a week. And ever since then, the reflux has just gone crazy. So I have tried the traditional medicine for reflux that, the doctors prescribe all kinds. I won't name them. And I've tried the natural, but I want to see what you all have. What do you say? I'm determined to get rid of this. This is the only thing I have, and that's reflux. And I cough every day, 50% of the day. It has gotten really bad, and I don't have any faith in the doctors helping me. But I am going to try you all.
I think it's great. I love your attitude. First of all, it's just awesome. I want to tell you this though, your doctors, whoever they are doing the best that they know how. So I want you to put faith in first of all, faith in God. That's number one. But I want you to put faith in your doctors because listen, these men and women like myself have studied their rear end off to learn all this information, to stay on top of the latest information, to be able to help you really do the best that you can. And if they're not hitting the mark, they're doing the best that they can. So instead of saying I don't have faith in them, I want to encourage you to say that you do have faith in them, thank them, be grateful for them, because they are overseeing your health to make sure it's not going in the wrong direction. And that takes a certain level of care and concern, and they've worked a long time to be able to oversee you. None of us, if you're a doctor, is uncaring and an idiot, okay? None of us. It is grueling and difficult, and you have to be extremely intelligent to become a physician, healthcare provider at any level, okay? So I just want to say that real quick. Now, for the reflux, I realize I love your attitude. You got a great attitude. I love your positivity. It's amazing. So reflux here. Start with the anti-inflammatory based diet. Always, you've got to cut the inflammation out of the gut first. Get a copy of my book. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. We'll give it to you for free. Send it to you. I think you just got to pay the shipping or whatever, and we send it out. Brand new hardback copy. It's got the anti-inflammatory diet in it. And that'll be a great start for you. It'll be a great place to begin your journey. Then we've got our community, the health club, that you can plug into with Facebook or however you're connected on the internet. We've got multiple ways to do that. I get in there and teach. We can talk. I talk like I can stream. You can talk back. We've kind of got some teaching classes that we do in there. And a community of people that help each other. Like there'll be all kinds of people in there that are dealing with what you've dealt with. Oh, yeah, I do this, and I do that, and I did this, and I did that. And Dr. Asa said this, and oh, we did that. It's one of those things that's great. You'll love it. So the health club is right there at the website. Just go to drasa.com. You can find it there. But I want to encourage you to do two things. One is apple cider vinegar has been known, if you take it with your meals, just like a tablespoon, has been known to be very, very helpful with acid reflux. They make some new gummies called Golies. I love them. They're great. Other companies have copied them, but Goli, Goli, is one of the absolute best. They've really got this thing nailed down. and I'm a big fan.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
Connect with On Call Radio and watch On Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
Now, one thing I want to tell you is this. I'm so glad you're with us. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show. One thing I want to do is jump in right now and talk to you a little bit about IV therapy. Now, I get calls about this a lot. Regenerative medicine is really what I'm into. Longevity, performance, helping you live longer and live stronger. That's what the show's about. It's what I talk about a lot. I mean, we'll knock down and talk about all the different things that you're challenged with in your health. But when it comes down to it, it really is about how are you going to think better? How are you going to protect your brain and keep it healthy so your cognition's really good and you can think clearly? How are you going to keep your mobility as you age and get older? How are you going to perform? Are you getting stronger or are you getting weaker? You're only going one direction. You're either getting better or you're getting worse, okay? So you got to be moving forward and progressing with everything that you're doing. So what are you doing to make sure to maximize that? That's what I would be asking myself. The other thing, too, is really get down and ask yourself the question, are you making the right choices every single day? In regenerative medicine, it comes down to choices. Okay, because this is not, okay, you're taking blood pressure medicine, how do I lose the weight? I'm talking about things like IV therapy, which trump just about everything else. IV therapy, you can do all vitamins, minerals, and you have to go to specialized clinics to be able to do this, but I want you to look into it because you can really jumpstart your body in a lot of ways. Like certain things like multivitamins and things are great. Probiotics, things you got to take every single day. But specialized nutrition can be done with IV therapy and can bring a lot of results. We've got clinics around the country that do that. Specialize in regenerative medicine with stem cell therapy, IV therapy, and just helping people maximize their potential and their health to get to the next level. Because that's what it's all about. You just got to be able to be in a mindset that you want to win. Because here's the thing. Have you ever heard the term winners win? You know what that means? Winners win. Always. It means that no matter what the adversity, no matter what hits them, no matter what challenges are there, they win. And it comes down, it's a mindset. It's a reality that you can do whatever you put your mind to do, and you only see things in your life as opportunities, not problems, not things like that. You see things as opportunities. So if you have that kind of mindset, that's why any kind of regenerative type medicine, the type person that goes after that is the type person that wants better longevity. They want to live longer. They want to live stronger. IV therapy is one of the great things. Things like glutathione, unbelievable. Vitamin C, really, really good. They have a thing called a Myers cocktail that can be very beneficial to the immune system. So there's a lot that can be done to support the body. And, NAD is the big thing after what we've been going through recently. And we know now in longevity medicine that NMN, which is again, it's a version of nicotinic acid, okay, which we've known about for I've been using that practice for 25 years with people. But we know that this form of NMN, which is a precursor, is extending life. When they did a test study, even now with humans, they're doing test studies, but with rats and mice and all that sort of thing, increased their lifespan by almost 30%, 28%, I think it was, just by taking this every single day in a supplement form. And that's not some gimmick. I mean, people are selling supplements off of that, yes, but it's not a gimmick. It's real. Like, we've got real Harvard scientists that have put the work in, that have seen the studies. And I'm going to be talking a lot about that more here on the show because there's advances in longevity that we all need to know about. Things like metformin, which is a drug that you take for diabetes, is actually extending life. And you're thinking, well, I don't want to be on that drug. Okay. But there are people that get prescribed that drug that don't have diabetes because they want longevity, and it's bringing about 20% increased lifespan because you know what it's doing? It's stabilizing blood sugar, which, I mean, if you just stopped eating a bunch of carbs and high sugar foods, you're going to be able to extend your life anyway, right? But a lot of people have taken that drug. It stabilizes blood sugar in a massive way to help you get to the next level. Now, there are supplements and natural ways that you can do that, which we'll get into. I'll list that out for you. All these notes, a lot of what I talk about is at the website. Just go to drasashow.com and you can catch notes there. But we're in a place right now where medicine has advanced. We are going to be seeing so many people live over the age of 100 starting in this generation. 888-283-7272. I'm Dr. Asa. This is the Dr. Asa Show, and I'm so glad you're with us. DrAsaShow.com. Check us out there. If you haven't got a free copy of my book, make sure to get a copy of it. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. We're sending you a copy of my book, bestseller. It's got the anti-inflammatory diet in it. We're sending it to you for free. Why? Because we want to see you live better. We want to see you thrive. We want to see you make it. Don't want to see you just be stuck where you are. We want to see you really go to the next level with your health and with your life. So I want to see you win. More than anything else, I want to see you win. So go to myfreehealthbook.com and get a copy of my book so we can send it to you. And if you're not getting your vitamins from us, you better be. Support the show. Support what we're doing and get you the best whole food multivitamin on the planet. Everybody and their grandmother and their great-grandmother and their kids should be taking a multivitamin. Like, you don't have to be a rocket scientist at this point in time to know that everybody needs a multivitamin and multimineral every single day, because you fill in the gaps. People say, well, I get everything I need from food. Okay, don't be an idiot. And I'm going to say that. Like, really? Really? The soil is so bad. The soil is so bad. I don't care how organic the soil is. It's proven that it doesn't even have enough magnesium in the soil across the entire state of country of America. Like, we have horrible soil. So it doesn't matter what organic farmer you got it from, whatever. You're deficient, and you're not getting everything you need. A multivitamin, whole food, it can't be synthetic. It's got to be in a vegetable capsule. A whole food multivitamin is insurance to make sure you're getting everything that you need. It's covering you, right? So if you're not getting it from your food, or enough of it, you're maybe getting 65% of what you need from your food, but it comes in, it fills in the gaps. But go to our website, get our multivitamin, and support the show that way. It's a great way to do it. Everybody's doing it. All the cool kids are doing it. So you get the multivitamin and support our show. Go to drasashow.com. 888-283-7272 is the number. Let's get on the phones and go with Kara. Hi, Kara.
The question, basically, what foods would be good for calcium and vitamin D besides taking multivitamins?
Okay. So really, when you get down to vitamin D and calcium, for calcium, remember, there is more calcium in a kale salad or spinach salad than there is in a glass of milk. So dark leafy greens are one of the best places you can go for high levels of calcium. Really, dark greens at any level are going to give you a high level of calcium. So I would go to your vegetables to get the calcium more than anything else. I mean, you can do yogurt, which is pretty concentrated. I like Greek yogurt. It's a great way to do that. But, you know, the other thing is you're going to get great amounts from the green vegetables, and we need to eat more vegetables anyway, because only 1.5% of Americans, whatever, eat vegetables. Seriously, that is true. Eat them every day. Okay. The other thing is, for vitamin D, supplement. Like, it's in mushrooms, it's in, egg yolks, it's in, certain foods, but like, it's in milk. I mean, but here's the thing. Don't do that. Vitamin D, I am convinced, you either get it from the sun or you got to supplement it, but there's no other way. You have to get it that way. If you're over the age of 40, you should be supplementing with vitamin D every single day. It's part of used to be Foundational 4, now it's the Foundational 5. All that information, though, is at my website, DrAsaShow.com. You'll find it there.
Did you know you could listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the AsaRx audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.